Let's go over the future of the Star Wars franchise when it comes to Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, yesterday was a huge day. We learned that both the Obi-Wan Kenobi Star Wars movie and the Boba Fett film are currently put on hold, as well as all of the other anthology films are currently on hold as well. Now, this is all to primarily focus on Star Wars Episode 9 and whatever the new Star Wars trilogy is going to be. Disney and Lucasfilm are actively trying to figure out exactly what the new trilogy will be. So, looking at the Star Wars franchise overall, everything that we have been going over from Collider, which, by the way, if you guys want to go ahead and check that out below in the description, very interesting stuff. Today, I do want to go over an update of all of this, all thanks to Star Wars Newsnet, also linked down below. Check it out. This all has to do with Disney, the company who owns Lucasfilm, and what Lucasfilm's plan for the future of the Star Wars franchise seems to be. This is going to be their new way of working around with these big movies, these big budget films. So, this is what it has to say. Lucasfilm is returning focus to one project at a time per medium. So right now, the only projects in development are Episode 9, the live-action film, of course, Star Wars Resistance, the animated series, and Jon Favreau's live-action TV series. It sounds like they will continue to develop a solid structuring among these three departments under the Lucasfilm banner, with Dave Filoni still heading the animation department. So, what it says here is that right now, over at Lucasfilm, Disney, who owns the company, they are primarily focusing on three projects: Star Wars Episode 9, Jon Favreau's live-action TV series, and Star Wars Resistance, the anime-style Star Wars TV show that will be hitting this fall. So, what's interesting to me, though, is that they're still trying to figure out exactly what the new Star Wars trilogy is going to be, and this is really raising a ton of rumors as to whether or not Rian Johnson is still on board for the new Star Wars trilogy. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there want to see somebody else at the helm of it all. Somebody else writing and directing such, an important set of three Star Wars movies. It also raises the question, would Disney ever reconsider of continuing the franchise in a sense of making it in Episode 10, 11, and 12, rather than something completely new, which would be Rian Johnson's trilogy that wouldn't necessarily be episodes per se. So, looking at Episode 9, the fact that they are primarily focusing on that as well currently right now, I think that's a good thing. I think that they are honestly really putting all their time and effort into this project right now. I do find it kind of funny that just a couple of nights ago, J.J. Abrams canceled or just didn't make it to the James Corden show, and I think Cher was actually a stand-in for him. But I did find it a bit odd why he wasn't there, and it could have very well been because of this entire shakeup over at Disney and Lucasfilm and all these different, things that have been put on hold, quite possibly even canceled, etc. So, the thing that I have to say about this is that when I'm looking at Disney and Lucasfilm, with all the announcements that we got in the fall of 2017 leading into the winter of 2018, I gotta tell you guys, there were a lot of announcements. First it was Rian Johnson's new trilogy, okay? Then we got the D&D trilogy. Then we got Jon Favreau's live-action TV series. Then Star Wars Resistance. It really seemed like a lot of projects. And there's only so many people at Lucasfilm to really, put in all the manpower into essentially developing these projects. So the fact that they are now focusing on one project at a time, those three projects being, of course, their, primary things that they are focusing on because they're already in development very, very well. In fact, Jon Favreau's TV series, the script is just about done. It's set to be complete by fall of 2018. It's getting there. And then it's actually said that they will be shooting in the winter of 2018. And we could very well expect to see this live-action TV series sometime or a little bit before Episode 9, which would honestly be very nice because then we wouldn't have to wait as long for a Star Wars, property to come either on Disney's streaming service, or if they put it on TV, etc. So, the other thing that I do want to bring up is what's happening with Rian Johnson's trilogy. There's a lot of rumors right now that Disney may very well cancel Rian Johnson's trilogy because they are trying to figure out exactly what the next trilogy of Star Wars movies will be. And the fact that they're trying to figure it out, that could mean either A, that somebody else is stepping in from Rian Johnson and doing something completely different, and they are indeed doing a 10, 11, and 12, or B, they're keeping Rian Johnson on board, and they're really trying to exactly change things. It could very well be that maybe the whole entire concept by Rian of doing something completely new on a blank canvas, maybe that's now scrapped and they just want to do a 10, 11, and 12. Who knows? But what do you guys feel about this whole entire situation over at Disney and Lucasfilm, and how the Obi-Wan movie and the Boba Fett film are currently on hold? I know a lot of you guys yesterday were saying how this is a good thing because now it seems like this is the first sign that they are hearing about the backlash, that they are hearing the fans, and that they really do want to bring quality out when it comes to these movies. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.